Alright, hey guys, Wolf back here with the Rover Scout Survival School. It's probably going to be a two-part video. Good old-fashioned knife review for you guys. Today we're going to be looking at the non-K-bar. Yet another very, very high-quality knife. The Mora MG Clipper 860 stainless steel version. It's just a little trick with my K-bar USMC shortened fixed blade K-bar knife. Okay, let's move that aside. We'll get to that knife in another video. This knife I love. I picked up this knife for $17 at my local marine store. I don't mean marine the military unit, but I mean the actual like oceanic store, you could call it. This knife straddles a lot of areas in its flexibility for its price. This was exactly $17.95 at the marine store, and it has a wide variety of different uses. First of all, we'll go over the sheath. You guys can see the sheath is not a normal orthodox Mora Clipper sheath. I typically carry this as a neck carry. I'll occasionally carry it on my pocket or on my belt. Rarely on my belt, usually on my pocket in a drop-down fashion, on like a lower pocket. But, as you guys can see, standard M60 sheath here. Got a drain hole in the bottom. Has this clip up top, and I just thread my neckline through there. I can accommodate, I'm going to say maybe an inch and a half belt, so not bad. Nice thumb ramp there. The retention in this sheath, I'm going to say, sorry for this Mora, and a lot of Mora lovers out there, the retention for this sheath was lousy. It was a little bit less to be desired, a little shake and the knife would come out. So what I thought I'd do is I decided to adapt a method that I used on my Becker BK2. I'm going to start with that knife right here. Here's the box of it. By the way, guys, just a quick off story. Just yesterday, I ordered another Becker BK2, so it's going to be my second. It should come in early next week, and that's going to be one of my primary carries for a while. Anyway, back to the Clipper. I saw a video. Adam from Equip to Endure, guys, great channel. Also, William from Safari Outfitters, another great channel. They soaked 550 cord in water for around, I'd soak mine in for around 3 hours, so that it would expand. Then they wrapped it around the retention part of the sheath, which in this knife is up here, very tightly. And what that did is when it dried, it compressed the plastic, which constricted against this part of the knife. So the sheath actually retains the knife a lot better than the standard Mora sheath. Now, as you guys can see, I have 3 layers of 550 cord on this right now. This bottom tube actually continues all the way up under this layer here and ends right here. So where this green starts right here, these 2 layers right here, continues all the way down to right here. Then I still had some extra, so I decided to wrap on top of that, right here, just so some more cordage, so you guys can see the business end is on the back. Then just got a bit of tan up top, just for looks kind of. This is around, maybe I'm going to say, maybe 30 foot of 550 cord. The first thing I would do probably with the tan is this is probably around, I don't know, 5 foot of tan. So what I would do is I would take that off, cut that, and I would use those inner 7 strands for traps and snares and smaller things like that. But the rest, bow drills, shelters, repairs, traps, you know, I can keep going on forever and ever. But 550 cord is a very nice thing to have on you. So it is a little bit bulky for the standard Mora Clipper, but just adds to the sheath. Another thing I did at the back here, this orange duct tape actually continues all the way down to around here. And what that does is it gives me a lot more bandaging material, repair material, signaling material, fire starting material, because this stuff holds its flame like a candle. And like I said, signaling very brightly colored. But under this right here, you can see there's something right there. Under this, I have around 20 feet of 20-pound sewing thread, black sewing thread. Stitching yourself up. Repairs on your clothing, a lot of different things you can do with that. And then down here, under the part of the tape, I have 3 cloth sail needles. And those are one of the 10 seeds of survivability that Dave Canterbury is using a lot. And they work, so I got my full-on sewing kit on this as well. Also with the cloth sail needle, I can also use the inner strands of the 550 cord. So if I keep looking up here, guys, up around there, yeah, there we are. I just keep looking at myself and filming with my iPad, so I'll try to keep my eye on the camera. Alright. Now to the knife. This is one of our, the Rover Scout Survival School, this is one of our favorite knives here at the organization. Lots of instructors use this. And as a matter of fact, something we started a couple weeks ago here at the school is we bought a bunch of these, actually, not the carbon model, but the stainless models. We bought around maybe, I'm going to say 25 of them, right? This is no joke. Around 25 of these, with the funds that we got from last year during the winter, and the summer, the year that just passed. Sorry, and we have those so that when people don't have knives when they come to our training classes, we'll give them one and just say, here, this is your knife. Go beat the crap out of it. Do what you need to do with this knife. So we can provide knives to our people that fund for them, which is nice. Start at the butt. This is not a full tang knife. The tang on the clipper runs to around here, around the middle of the tang. So not a full tang knife. That is one of our main things for a survival knife. This, of course, is not a survival knife. We'll get into the flexibility of this at the end now, and I'll explain what this knife really is at the end. So just a plastic butt here. No really special uses. I wouldn't go beating on this thing just in case. But just to let you guys know, I have seen people baton relatively big-sized wood with lots of knots in it. A good channel to check out, the Late Boy Scout. He has batoned a lot of wood with his clipper, and no problem. A lot of people have. They're very durable. The handle is very, very ergonomic. So you guys can see it has that checkered. It's all rubberized. It's nice and solid. No give. And these checkers might look a little cheesy kind of, but these, here, let me just focus this right quick. But these things have not chipped out at all or not ripped off. These things are pretty high quality handle. Though it's a relatively thin knife that way, and of course that way Moras are very thin, this handle has a lot of beef to it. It has some nice contours. Kind of has a bit of a taper. And it is hand feeling. This thing feels my hand as well as my Bark River Bravo 1 it does. As you guys can see, another nice feature, moving up the handle, this green plastic section right here is tapered towards the blade. Now what that's used for is when you're skinning, for I'm getting back straps on deer, or I'm on any other game you like to use, you can pinch like that. So you can get some nice twisting lever action. See that? Your finger just rests there, and your thumb rests there, and you just get a lot of good grip for that. So that's what that's mainly used for. There's no jimping. You don't really need it at all. Very nice handle. Very comfortable. Very ergonomic. A lot of different flexibility with this handle. Going on to the blade. This is the stainless steel 860 Mora MG. I do like high carbon knives. I prefer high carbon over stainless almost any day of the week and twice on Sunday. But I needed a knife that I knew that I was going to be skinning fish with, that I knew I was going to be going through a lot of game with. I knew that this was going to dunk in my canoe. I knew this was going to go near salt water. I just needed something, a knife, a good quality knife like this that can handle getting wet. The handle, of course, is not going to give out if it gets wet. The sheath is plastic, so it's not going to give out. And a stainless blade. This is one waterproof knife. I'll probably wear this diving sometime during the summer, and we're going to have a lot of videos on that, you guys. Our rock diving for stonefish and everything, so. Anyway, sorry about my voice. I'm kind of raspy today. So going on to the blade, like I said. See the reflection. Mora of Sweden. It says Mora of Sweden stainless steel. Try to focus that. There we go. This is a Scandi ground knife, as you guys can see. Very low Scandi grind. And this thing is the sharpest knife I've ever laid eyes or touched in my life. If I have a piece of paper somewhere, I'm going to show you what that is. Okay, no piece of paper, but I can show you guys this thing's shaving sharp. I don't really like to do this, but I don't know if you guys can see. You can see the hairs on that. So this thing is extremely sharp. And that is because of the eighth of an inch stock on it. Moras are very thin, though they are very durable, and that's why it can come to such a thin edge. Look how thin that edge is. Look at all the mixture, I can see it, yeah. That is crazy. It's like a lightsaber. This thing will slice anything. Slice and dice it with Moras. I'm not sure the overall length or weight or anything. You guys have probably seen all that before. One customization I did with this knife is I ground the spine on it a bit with my Leatherman Wave file on it. Just very simple. I just kind of baton the knife into a stump, so it was solid. Just kind of ring the file on it, kind of on an angle like that. And now if you guys listen, I have a very, very, very sharp burr with a lot of grab on it, which is nice for striking fire steel. It works very well. So, the Mora Clipper. Now we'll get into the flexibility aspect of this knife. This knife, I'm going to say right now, is competing, believe it or not, a $17 knife is competing with my $319 Bark River Bravo 1 CPM 3V Maroon Linen Micarta Ramblers Field Knife. That is the flexibility of this knife. This thing performs better than many, many high-dog custom bushcraft knives. I've seen these things outdo a lot of Bark River, Blind Horse. I'm not putting those companies down at all. I love them. But I've seen Moras be more impressive than any high-dollar knife you can get. Of course, it depends on the user, but still. If you're a beginner in bushcraft, great option. If you're a younger person, and if you're an adult looking to start your kids in the art of knifecraft and bushcraft, Moras are a great option. Not necessarily the Clipper. The 510s are great. 511s are good as well. The wood handle Moras are nice. This one's my favorite, though. The Clipper, I think, is just so much flexibility with it. Great hunting knife because of the thinness of the blade. Like I said, very durable. This would be considered my bushcraft knife, well, one of my bushcraft knives, alongside with my Les Stroud SK Arctic and my Bark River Bravo 1. Those two knives are my bushcraft knives. The SE5 or the Becker BK2, of course, would be survival knives because they are thicker, they're full tang, all those things. The Bark River Bravo 1 can straddle a lot of different areas because it is very thick and very full tang, except it falls more in the category like the Mora. So like I said, guys, this is our standardly used, you could call this the Rover Scout Survival School training knife. I'm actually going to, everyone we get now, I'm going to send to RockyNational.com. I've been emailing back with a guy named Matt from them, kind of the same, and he and I are talking about him getting more Moras in stock that I can custom order from him, but each model that he sends out is actually going to have the Rover Scout Survival School emblem standing to the side of it, which is very, very exciting for me, and all the instructors there. So I look forward to using this knife some more. You guys will probably see me use this thing a lot in the field. It's just all around a great knife. Like I said, beginners, experts even use Moras because they know they can trust them when they need to come down to it. Another great survival kit knife, guys. You have your primary you want to back up in your kit. It's a great option. Alright, and one more thing before I leave. This thing straddles my theory about survival: aim, AIM, adapt, improvise, and maintain. You can adapt. I've adapted with this knife. I've filed this. I've added paracord. Improvise. I've improvised a fire striker. I've improvised cordage and a sewing kit. And maintain. This knife will maintain a great edge. It'll maintain me for a while. It's just a great overall knife. Thank you guys for watching. Leave comments, positive or negative, and I'll try to get back to you on those. Thanks for watching, guys.